Well, I gotta hand it to you. This isn't something you see every day. It's just a Venusaur as the lead. Okay, we'll just hit him with an Ice Beam, sure. We'll skillfully dodge the Sleep Powder and start creating lots of pain for the opponent. Fish Bone Liquid. Interesting name you got there. Okay, well that did connect, so that's not good. I'm going to... Oh, they've got the same idea in mind. They have a Magneton. They tricked me. They did not have the same exact idea in mind. That was the jebaiting right there, if you will. Oh, hopefully they don't have a Rapid Spinner. And I think... Dude, your team is insanely weak to Moltres. Very, very, very weak. I'm going to send in my Moltres now and click Flamethrower. That completely destroys that top row. I need to hold on to this Moltres for the long run of things. I was thinking of maybe Flygon here, but I don't know. They could bring in Skarmory or something, and then they would just switch the moment they saw my Moltres anyway. And they could get another layer up, so I just brought in Moltres before Flygon. And I don't know if I said this 2 seconds ago, but they might have had Hidden Power Ice. If they're weird. But usually it's Grass, because everybody hates Swampert. It was at this moment that Fishbone... Your name is Fish. Really? Fish. They just let Magneton die. Tyranitar? Okay, I'm going to bring in Flygon here. They went for Pursuit. Wow, I did not see that coming, actually. Double into Moltres. Yep. Now we go for a Flamethrower here again. I've got Hidden Power Grass, so I could threaten that Tyranitar with a 2-hit KO. So they might not be feeling like sending that guy in right now. But they did. They absolutely did. Flamethrower. Oh, I got a burn. That's pretty cool. Let's go for a Cringe Protect to get some more damage on Tyranitar. They went for Crunch. Is that so? I'm going to click Hidden Power Grass then. They went for a Focus Punch. Why did you... What? Maybe they really thought I'd send in my Tyranitar? That's the only thing I could think of. They have an Aerodactyl, which is insanely dangerous. Yikes. That is no good. That is not good at all. But wait, that's right. I have Flygon. Flygon is pretty good for this. Rock Slide did Tornado on you, stupid. And we could probably bring in Jirachi actually here. Another double. Because if they stay in, well then I can just go for Fire Punches. If they bring in Skarmory, well then I'm just going to go for Fire Punches. Pretty smart, huh? Fishbone Liquid. Fish! Yep, there's the Skarmory. Good luck poisoning me, buddy. I wish you the best of luck with that. And I got the burn. First attempt. Not too bad. I could actually also heal up my Moltres, but I don't really think I need to. Let's just keep punching Skarmory. Those spikes are really only going to be useful for like my Jirachi and Tyranitar. My other three are flying. Nice crit, by the way. I needed that. Venusaur, really? Well, you can't put me to sleep, so you must be going for Leech Seed. So in any case, I mean, you are going to outspeed me, so I'm just going to click Fire Punch anyway, whatever. Okay, I did... Oh, burn that guy too. Yeah, Jirachi's really fun. Okay, we should bring in... I don't really need to keep a lot of health on my Moltres because, you know, Aerodactyl will just one-shot me regardless, and Venusaur I don't think can do anything. They did bring in Aerodactyl, though. Let's click Protect. Oh, that's right, Protect. If you're Banded, ooh, that's not going to be good for you, my friend. And now your Venusaur's also burned, spikes, all that good stuff. They went for a double miss. I guess I'll bring in Jirachi again. Let's see what they clicked. Oh, that did a lot of damage, dude. Let's go for a Wish. And then Fire Punch the next turn. Here comes Venusaur to get cooked by the spikes and burn alive and all that terrible stuff. I think you just die right here. Yeah, you're dead. Cool. I have Aerodactyl. I'm back at full. We're going to click Protect here. Rock Slide. All right, Flygon it is. Yeah, they just forfeited. I don't think people like fighting this team. They have a Glalie as their lead. I could bring in Moltres, actually. Spikes aren't that big of a problem. I only have 2 people on the ground. You know what? I will just stay in and just beat this thing down. They have a Doug Trio. Ooh, they're not gonna... Ooh, I got a crit, and that for sure mattered. Sorry, Ramon Jesus C. Ooh, that is a Heracross. But it's not the end of the world, because I literally have a Skarmory, who, as we all know, Heracross is not really the biggest fan of. Let's find out what this thing has. And now, in case it has something crazy, and I mean crazy, like Focus Punch or something, I'm just going to play it safe and click Roar right now. Yep, it did have Focus Punch. That does a lot of damage to Skarmory, see? See, that's why I did that. It went back to Glalie. Let's just... I'm going to click Spikes, because even if they taunt me, then they get chipped and I heal. So I'm doing that. Okay, they did taunt me. So I guess we need to run away. Actually, Moltres is good here, too, because I outspeed that guy and the Heracross, so I know that thing won't be coming in. So, yeah, here comes Moltres again. Spikes. All right, have fun with this flamethrower. I can't wait to see what you have. Kind of wish Moltres was faster. If it was a little bit faster, I think I would really like this Pokemon. Oh, another big problem is, you know, we haven't seen him yet today, but there is Blissey out there. So they have this Gyarados. I actually have Will-O-Miss, and they could... I think this is uncommon, but they could have Hidden Power Rock. I could also just literally go back to my Skarmory, obviously. Yeah, Skarmory... Yeah, Hidden Power Flying, Rock, Ghost, Double Edge, whatever. I don't... Oh, it could have Taunt, though. Ooh, yeah, I couldn't do that. Okay, I'm going to burn you. Okay, thankfully that connected. Yeah, it's a Thunder Wave. Yikes. That's not good. That's really bad for me, actually. Well, I mean, I guess I could go for a layer of spikes here. I definitely should have brought in... I don't even know what that was. Maybe Hidden Power Flying. Let's just go for the spikes. They brought back in Glalie. I'm going to go for the whole thing again with the whole taunt, whatever. I don't care if you do it thing. Let's see what they click. Yeah, they did taunt me, so you get chipped. I heal. Now we can switch. I guess I'll go back to Moltres. Ice Beam. That did quite a bit of damage. Oh, I thought Moltres was a little tankier than that. Okay, let's go for Flamethrower. They stayed in, and the Glalie has been vanquished. That was probably the best thing for them. Well, actually, they should have blown up. Because they could probably tell... Like, if you see Moltres and Skarmory, you should have a rough idea of what could happen next. So it looks like they're just trying to get behind a sub and cause me a lot of pain. I'm just going to spam Flamethrowers. Okay, they went for Rock Slide. So you have... Okay. Sub, Focus Punch, Rock Slide. Sub, Focus Punch, Rock Slide. Sub, Focus Punch, Rock Slide. I don't think I can break a substitute with Flygon. Focus Punch, Rock Slide. I mean, I do have the Jirachi. Gengar. Who is the best person for this job? I'm assuming their last move is probably Mega Horn. I mean, that's like Heracross's signature thing. I'm going to choose Jirachi for this job. Fire Punch, I believe, will kill them. I hope it kills them. I mean, it's a Heracross. They ran away. Okay. Now we'll send in Skarmory. Because, you know, earthquakes and stuff aren't fun. It might go for agility. If it does, I really honestly don't care. It went into... Ooh, Gengar. Now things are getting spicy. What's this thing gonna click? I always go for Protect on Gengar just to see what it does and to heal. Thunderbolts. Okay. Tyranitar literally has Pursuit, so I guess the... Oh, no. They brought back in the Heracross. I don't think they're going to have Brick Break. I think it's Mega Horn's their last move. It might even be Swords Dance for all we know. So I'm actually going to stay in, as crazy as this is. And I'm going to click... Yeah, Ice Beam's the hardest hitting attack. Yeah, Ice Beam. They have Mega Horn. Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't literally point that out earlier. I don't know why I thought Tyranitar could live that. Yikes. Foolishness, foolishness. And because of the Focus Punch, Skarmory's not really super safe right here either. I think Gengar's good. Yeah, Gengar's good here. I click Thunderbolts, you know, whatever. Not going to risk missing. So it'll kill the Gyarados. Metagross will get cooked. Gengar, okay, they stayed in. They got paralyzed, which is huge, and they got fully paralyzed, which might in fact cost them the whole entire game. So I am sorry for that. You did not deserve that. You could have done some pain there. Granted, my Gengar wasn't going to die to a rock. So, I mean, you could have flinched me. I'm aware of that. Here comes their Gengar, and I'm going to hold on to my Gengar just in case things get goofy. Actually, maybe I should just attack this thing. Because I think Skarmory and Flygon, those guys can handle those two back there. So, yeah, I'm going to click Thunderbolt. Okay, I took 32. We must have the same exact EV spread here. Interesting. And I got a crit, and that's absolutely going to matter because they're going to die to the sand. Sorry, guys. Gengar is cheating. This battle should be a lot different right now. Granted, they still got this guy, but I think I'm going to win because... Ooh. That's risky. Thunder... Because what if they go for agility? Wait, agility? Who cares about agility? I've still got some disgusting Pokemon back there. They went for a Protect. Huh. I've been seeing that lately. I don't know why. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, it's a good move, you know, whatever. You heal for free one turn, but I think you're better off having more powerful moves. I thought that would do more damage. That is actually slightly concerning. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, we'll send in Skarmory. I mean, if they've got Protect and Meteor Mash, you know what I mean? Like, I can just roar you back and forth between Gyarados after I get this third layer up. I hope they go for Protect right now. If they blow up, that's fine. I believe we'll just win for free. Yeah, we will, because Flygon can beat that Gyarados. For all we know, they might have just done the thing that we don't like around here. Because you always suspect that... Wait, no, they didn't do the thing. They stayed in. They weighed their options. They went for Meteor Miss. And I'm actually going to roar them out this turn, believe it or not. Okay. Okay. Spikes. Okay, I got paralyzed. That's your third layer. Get roared. Hidden power flying, probably. I got paralyzed. That's not very good. Okay, well, I have another chance to roar this guy. Yay. Okay, get roared again. That should be it. Yep, and then we kind of... The buttons appeared right there. He didn't even forfeit. He just... I think the game just literally knew there was no way that he could win. Because the burned spikes and all that nonsense. Alright, guys. So we learned that Gengar is a cheater. That's why it's a ghost type to begin with. It committed a bunch of evil sins in its, you know, normal life. So it was like, hey, what the hell? I'm going to do it in the afterlife too. Bye-bye, fish.